If you've started saying no to life without even realizing it, then this episode is for you. This episode is about the quiet grief that no one talks about, the kind that doesn't shout, but slowly convinces you to stop hoping, stop planning, stop dreaming. We're going to name it and we're going to trace it. Where does it come from? And most importantly, show you how to take one small step back towards yourself. This episode is for the care partner who feels like they vanished inside of this new role. If you've become the keeper of routines, the planner of appointments, the steady one, but you can't remember the last time you felt like you, then you need to listen to this message. You are not weak for feeling tired, and you are not selfish for missing your old life. I've sat across from spouses who couldn't even say what they wanted anymore, not because they didn't have dreams, but because they stopped dreaming that life was safe, that it was hopeful to dream. One woman told me, I don't even answer the phone anymore because what would I even say to them? I have nothing to say to them, so it's just easier to let the phone ring. Is that you? So, what resignation really is? It doesn't necessarily look like giving up. It looks like quietly erasing yourself, getting rid of those things that you look forward to in a day. And it's not a collapse, it's about slowly declining every invite, idea, or hope until you stop noticing that they were yours. It feels like being realistic, right? I don't have time for this. Yeah, in a different life, I would have loved to have gone to coffee, gone on that trip, spent a weekend at my daughter's house hanging with the grandkids. But it's really grief in disguise. Resignation. It's just not realistic anymore to hope, to dream, to wish. And I bring this up to you because you may be in that place now, care partner. Your stroke survivor is doing their rehab, or maybe rehab is done, and you are just resigned to the day-to-day of what happens. Your world and your thoughts and your decisions focuses completely on the survivor. But even though the stroke happened to your survivor, it also happened to you too. Without space to grieve, your spirit starts to self-protect by shrinking, by your world getting smaller, right? We say that isolation is one of the consequences of stroke. And it is for very many people, but it doesn't have to be for you because we are naming it now, aren't we? We're talking about the resignation. And when you name it, you can tame it. So, how are we going to spot when you have resigned yourself to your role? Number one, you stop making plans, even small ones. You call yourself too busy, but really you're afraid of disappointment. Disappointment that you are planning to go out to coffee with your friends. Disappointment or a worry that something's going to come up at the last minute that doesn't let you go. And you just can't bear the thought of being disappointed. You live in a reactionary mode, one crisis to the next, with no breath in between. You think, how can I handle one more challenge? And I will tell you that this isn't about weakness. It's about carrying unspoken trauma. And you might think that that's kind of a dramatic word, trauma, right? We attribute that word to like car accidents. But if you think about it, your whole life is upside down and inside out now, not just for you, but for your stroke survivor. So, how can we turn this around? How can we help you to start reclaiming your life? Number one, you don't need a breakthrough. You need a tiny yes. Small word, 3 letters, yes. It's almost as big as the word no. don't you think? Say yes to one small thing that belongs to you. Going out to take a walk, putting on a playlist while you're doing household chores, thinking about a dream that you haven't acted on yet. Maybe you don't think that the travel is possible anymore, that your plans for retirement with your spouse were going to take you to faraway places. But I encourage you, you need to start dreaming, because every yes that you make, even saying yes to a dream, is a quiet rebellion against resignation. You're not waiting for permission. You're remembering that you're still here. Small yes ideas, right? Because sometimes you don't have anybody to wait around for to ask you the question so you can say yes. So what can you do? Can you go sit, if you have a front porch or a back porch or a lawn chair, can you go sit outside alone, take a beverage, and just listen to the birds? Smell the grass, smell the rain, smell the birds, whatever is out there. Just take a minute to be present. Think through your senses, your sight, your hearing, your smell. Taste your beverage. Maybe you need to stay in the house. What about lighting a candle at dinner? Maybe just that one small simple shift can help you break that cycle of resignation. And then start thinking about, what is that someday trip? And there can be steps you can take between now and that big trip. But it is possible. It is possible to get to the end of this pathway, of your caregiving pathway. Not that it's going to go away, but that you're going to get a better handle on it. Doesn't that sound nice? What would it feel like to say yes to yourself, even just once? So here's a practice idea for you. I want you to think about this at the end of this episode. What is one part of your life that you've quietly shut down and could reopen it just a little? Is it texting a friend? Is it sending a message through Facebook to reconnect with someone that maybe you haven't talked to in a while? For you, the care partner, noticing the resignation is a powerful first step. Naming it gives you back your choice, and choosing even one small thing is how you begin again. If some part of this message in this episode is whispering to you, maybe I want more, then that is your signal. At Life Speech Pathology and Life Aphasia Academy, we walk with care partners who are ready to shift from surviving to rebuilding. We offer an amazing community called the Collective, where we come together with our care partners and give them that step-by-step path forward in a supportive, encouraging, and like-minded environment. If you'd like to find out more about it, the link is below this episode. Until next time, listen for life and take back what matters.